What you are about to see is real. Each wrestler has years of training. Our bodies are not indestructible. We bend, we break, we bleed. So please, do not try this at home, school, or anywhere.
Punketo, does this look very familiar to you? Well, it should, because this represents your pride, your dignity, the very thing that I stripped from you when I took this off your head after I kicked your butt before the Idaho potato drop. You and your brothers have been a thorn in my side. You've been a thorn in Project Mayhem's side, and I have had it with the clowning around. So again, you got away scot-free. You got off lucky when you hit me with your whatever factor, whatever you want to call it. But at Deathproof Coffee, Idaho Wrestle Club's resolution, February 1st, 7 p.m., that bell will ring. And I plan to demolish you. I plan to ruin you. I plan to show the world your hideous face. And then after that, we'll have a tag title match where Project Mayhem, Brad Zane, and Damian Black will once again prove why we are the most dominant team in Wrestle Club. And then later after that, I'm going to enter myself into that Rumble. Oh yes, I will be a very busy boy that day. But once I throw everybody out, Lost Soul Garibai, man, I knew Wrestle Club had gone to crap, but somebody needs to work. Garibai, I'll come after you when I'm done. Your gold will be my gold. I can't smell.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some ring-shaking action? Our first match is a singles match and is scheduled for 1 fall. Coming from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 180 pounds, please welcome Ultimo, Accion, Punketo!
Welcome back, Wrestle Club fans. We are in Season 3, Episode 1, and I am G, your commentator, right beside me.
Hello everybody, once again, this is Wes, and yes, Season 3, Episode 1, 3 seasons of Wrestle Club, and coming to the ring to kick off is going to be the Punk Ultimo Accion Punketo from Tijuana, Mexico.
Yeah, the punk of Wrestle Club. He has the tricks, he has the jokes, and he has all the pranks.
He does, and I think at that point in time, he also caught the ire of a certain heavyweight person known as Brad Zane, the leader of Project Mayhem.
Yeah, as we saw earlier, Brad Zane stole the mask, and now we have a brand new mask debuting here for Season 3.
Season 3, brand new mask, brand new Wrestle Club, and look at that crowd. That crowd is alive, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, we got to speak about that, too. He stole the mask. Who was that other person that we saw who took the mask away?
I don't know. It kind of looked like a fly to me.
Yeah, same to me.
There seems to be the buzz going around here.
He is one half of Project Mayhem, the puppet master, Brad Zane!
And as our announcer said, coming out right now is the heavyweight of Wrestle Club. That is one half of Project Mayhem. And trust me, he's going to bring the mayhem. That is the Puppet Master, Brad Zane, accompanied by the Voodoo Priest, Damian Black.
And look at that swagger of Brad Zane, and then Voodoo Priest Damian Black as well. I mean, both these men, established members of Wrestle Club, established tag team champions. Even though they're no longer the tag team champions, they still throw their weight like they are the tag team champions.
Yeah, we saw earlier the announcer flying fedora doing the announcing here. Do you think the fedora has anything to do with Brad Zane? Are they like buddies? Or,
you know, I think it might just be a pure coincidence. It's hard to say. Brad Zane is just a man who is always evolving, always trying to stay above and ahead of the game. And what's Punketo doing there? Just sitting in the crowd.
Guess he's already taking his seat.
Well, I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know if you should be taking Brad Zane of all people lightly or serious.
And then we have a referee, brand new one named Ruben's gonna officiate this one. Opening bout for Resolution. It is February 1st of 2020. And what is your resolution?
My resolution is to try to be here more often to help do all the commentating with you there, G. But, that all depends on whether or not the boss is willing to pay me for it.
You know what? I feel like it's Wrestle Club's year, 2020. 2019 was a blast. And here at Deathproof Coffee, we are nearly sold out. And you hear the chants already of Wrestle Club.
Yep. What is Punketo doing there? He has got what looks like a whoopee cushion. Brad Zane's got something similar.
He has a balloon. Are we going to have a party match?
I'm not sure.
We're going to kick off 2020 with the party? I thought that was for New Year's.
I thought so too, but who knows? These two may have missed the New Year's, but...
I guess we're going to start partying.
Oh, harsh words from Brad Zane.
And he threw the whoopee cushion right at Damian Black, and Damian Black is not thinking that was all fun and games.
Oh, Brad Zane though, sucker punching, and then Punketo fighting back though too. Good old knee to the gut, nothing beats that.
Oh, grabbing the mask and slamming him down to the mat.
Brad Zane is an opportunist through and through. That is always going to be the truth about this man. You gotta watch out. You give him any form of an edge and he will take it a mile.
Oh, going for the cutter early on. Ultimo going for the X Factor.
Brad Zane quickly shoving him off, though. That's both men scouting each other right there. That's what that is.
That's going to hurt the rear end, and here comes Brad Zane. Ooh, going for a suplex. Nobody home, hitting that rope.
Yep, they caught him with a clothesline there, and then followed up by, looks like a double-arm forearm chop there across Brad Zane.
Ooh, big crossbody. Here we go. 1, 2.
Nope, not enough to keep him down, though, but that's not too surprising. It is early in the match, and if Zane went down on that, we would be all laughing at him.
Punketo going for the high risk here. And, Brad Zane hitting that rope.
Wisely scouted that one out, Brad Zane did. Saw him going up there, went for it. And where's he going to take it from here, though? That's not a really good position to be in for Punketo.
Yeah, he's high and dry.
Oh,
my gosh. Can we go for the superplex?
Oh, standing, too. Let that be known, folks. That's the 6-foot-tall pole. Brad Zane stands over that.
Yeah, he did not need to go to that second rope. He's tall enough to just launch him.
Yeah.
Almost took him back to Mexico. Now we got the Wrestle Club chants, people behind Punketo.
Talking about new gear as well, I think Brad Zane's also sporting new gear too. I don't remember seeing him in black and white pants.
And right now, sending Punketo to the corner here.
Brad Zane going up top. Speaking in Spanish, calling it out, helping Punketo learn.
I'm surprised he knows Spanish. Is he bilingual?
Probably. Punketo with the hip drop right on Brad Zane, talking him down.
That was all booty to Brad Zane.
Yeah, it was. But was it enough to put him down? No. Ow! I felt that one over here.
That was a single chop and another single.
Brad Zane quickly
going for a double?
Probably. Oof. I think it was. Camera couldn't catch it, but I think he got him with that.
The double chop sending him to the corner here.
It's time for Tres Punketos!
Nobody home on that one. Brad Zane with the counter scouted him well, and here's a Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes followed by that massive line of his. And he puts all his weight in that. He has to drop down to one knee on that.
And Brad Zane saying the house collects, but can it collect a 3 count? Oh, close. Not enough, though.
I think Brad Zane's not too surprised that Punketo kicked out. There's a lot more fight to the Punks than you think there is.
Well, I think both of these guys debuted around the same time. I think it was 2016. Oh, it was a spinal tap. Oof.
That's a great way to visit a chiropractor. Remember that, folks. Wrestlers may be wrestlers, but they're also excellent chiropractors. They know how to readjust your bones more than one way.
Here comes some more readjustment. And him on the top rope here. Ooh, hanging him down in that tree of woe.
Yeah, that is the tree of woe for sure. And what is Brad Zane's telling...
what has he got there?
Well, I mean, the cane is assisted for walking, but I don't know it was assisted for breathing as well.
Well, I don't think Punketo's breathing here, and referee grabs the foreign object wisely.
Yeah, wisely for sure, but I don't know. At the same time, too, I've seen a lot of things used in life, and I just feel like that was one of them. Brad Zane quickly pulling Punketo down.
He just draped him down like yesterday's clothesline. And right now, Brad Zane's arguing with the brand new ref. Brad Zane always intimidates the new referees here at Wrestle Club.
He really does. You notice that too? I think he's going for Punketo, sneaking up behind him. It looks like he's got him in.
Straight jacket slam.
Wow, that was smart. This could be it. It could be an upset.
Ooh, jackknife pin, no one home there.
No, Brad Zane quickly kicking out the count of 2.
Bet you Brad Zane was feeling crazy in that straight jacket. And here we go. Punketo with the whip.
And followed up by a great sidewalk slam, sit out by the Punketo. You know what? I will say this, G. The Punk always surprises me.
I was surprised that Brad Zane kicked out of that one.
Me too, but I actually think it's because the Punk didn't have enough weight on the shoulder. That was a rookie mistake by the Punk. You really should never. You always got to put weight on the shoulders, no matter who you are.
Well, when you're a Punk, you're gonna do Punk things, and I think
he's calling
for the Dos Equis. He's ready to go home.
He's going to take it.
Take some drinks with the victory.
Watch
Here we
out
go.
Damian Black, though. Got to hold the foot, holding it there.
And referee is not turning around there. Punketo distracted by the voodoo priest, and oof.
Brad Zane once again on the attack, taking advantage of the situation like the low-down, dirty crook that he is.
Yeah, you give him an inch, he takes a mile. He has him high up here. What is he going for?
I think it's that backpack stunner of his. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's got him set up for.
Here we go.
Oof. He felt that one too. You can see that. I think that was all of Punketo's weight on his spine as he came down on that.
And Punketo is out.
Brad Zane,
stunner.
Yeah, not able to capitalize. He could easily put him away right there. What is Damian Black doing?
I have no idea. I don't even want to know what he's doing.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I see Damian Black, and knowing that he was our Potato State champion, and Brad also the tag team champion, that guy is just all forms crazy.
I tell you, man, kids are going back to school, and this is not the backpack that Punketo wanted.
No, not at all. That was definitely a trip to physics class.
And here we go, fireman's carry. Might be going for that fireman's cutter.
I think he's gonna put him away.
That's it, Punk. Ooh, counter. This one's over with that X Factor. Got the Dos Equis. This is gonna be victory from Punketo.
No, it's not. His foot's on the rope. I think Damian Black. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure.
Knowing Damian Black, I know that he put that foot on the rope. That was a 3 count.
It's hard to say, but Brad Zane, though, quickly sizing it up, I think.
And
he's back to his feet. Punketo
thought he got the W.
Oh, he got the cutter on that one, too.
That was the pop-up cutter.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 3 count. Brad Zane securing the victory with the assistance of the air and the drop on the face by the cutter.
I thought that was assistance by Damian Black. He got his foot, put it on the rope. Punketo had the W.
I mean, you can say what you want about that, but the camera wasn't on it. We couldn't see for sure. It's a possibility, but we don't have proof. Brad Zane celebrating, got his fedora back on too.
Such class, such A class of Brad Zane.
Well, I mean, you know what we can use the A for, that's for sure. Puppet Master Brad Zane, the leader of Project Mayhem, once again proving why he's always ahead of the game. He brings his A game.
He says, come on, the house collective, we got our money.
Yeah, they did.
Our next match is a singles contest scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from the Grand Oregon, weighing 185 pounds, live wire, Eddie Rice.
All right, just like that, we have our second matchup, and just to make a correction, this is for the Potato Bowl Championship, and making its way out is Eddie Vice, the live wire, and he is coming in live and hot for the crown.
That's right, Eddie Vice, and he's got a lot of advice that he wants to bring. He is looking to claim that Potato Bowl championship. He's looking to become the Idaho Potato State champion, and if he does it today, that would be quite the upset against pretty much Jake Cruz.
I don't know. He has the fire and he has the crowd behind him. Eddie Vice.
And his opponent, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the Idaho Potato Bowl champion,
and the crowd is hot for Jay Cruz. You can hear that. That is some thick air that you could cut that with a knife. Jay Cruz making his way to the ring, though. Our current Idaho Potato Bowl champion.
And he had quite the year last year, and both of these men for 2020, I think they're going to hit the sky high.
I think so too. That's the thing about this is that with Wrestle Club, especially that Potato Bowl championship, like you are going to only go from one direction, and that's up. Unless you're Jay Cruz, who plans to pretty much bury Evie advice.
Well, that's not good advice at all. Like Cali's best, Jay Cruz showing everybody here that he's the Potato Bowl champion, and people must hate that because he's from California, and I know for sure Idahoans don't like these transplants, if you want to say.
I mean, call them what you want. They're still people, true and through. And Jay Cruz is going to prove to Eddie Vice here that he is a person not to be trifled with. He's a champion. He really is, and you just got to watch out for that. He didn't earn that by laying down and taking it on his back. He earned it by getting up, throwing punch and kicks.
I mean, they are still people, but man, they come with some attitude. Especially this man named Jay Cruz. Like he's already talking trash to the referee.
He is, but you know what? Eddie Vice from La Grande, Oregon is going to prove that people from Oregon are just as fierce as people from California. And listen to that. The disrespect being shown to Jay Cruz.
Hey, Cali's worst.
Hopefully that's a chant that doesn't stick.
I thought he was Cali's best.
He is Cali's best. That's the reason why he's the champion.
Well, he did take his hair.
He did take his hair. I forgot about that. I think it was an improvement, though. I mean, I don't know about you. Like, anytime a guy gets their hair cut short, it's always a good improvement, if you ask me.
And EV saying that Eddie Vice is going to be his year.
And Eddie Vice going for the teardrop, and he got it, too. This might be it. What an upset.
Jay Cruz might be crying right now.
Oh! I'm so shocked. He got the teardrop on him right away. Eddie Vice could have taken it.
That could have been the shortest match ever for the Potato Bowl Championship if we would have got that 3.
I would have been very surprised, but at the same time, too, I'm not discounting Eddie Vice. He deserves every opportunity he gets. He just has to fight harder than most for him, but he is a fighter.
And Cruz is stunned. This might be the night for Eddie Vice.
This might be, but I'm not going to lie to you. The coward's got him wrapped up in the ropes, and the referee should be breaking him out of that. That was a vicious chop across the champ's chest.
I heard that chop way from here. What?
What's there? Hey, you can call it what you want, but that is a tactical maneuver. Getting in between the ropes, buying some breathing room, and then shoving the ref out and going for a chop block on the knee. That's tactics right there, my friend.
I call that just cowardly play.
Well, we have two different types of definition. I always give the advice that I give everyone, which is do what you can to win, just no low blows.
Oh, I thought the advice was for Eddie Vice.
Well, Eddie Vice could also stand to use that same advice too.
Right now, he's favoring his knee. Jay Cruz is making an early target on that right knee there.
With a cocky pin as well, just kind of holding it, and then the little kicks too.
Ooh. There's a leg drop on Eddie Vice.
Now, the advice that I can give Jay Cruz here is that you've already got the knee injured. You should stay on top of that. But I think Jay Cruz is purposely going for that arm because he just wants to just pretty much hurt Eddie Vice.
You might want to do the dismantling, but Eddie Vice has the crowd here.
Hey, that's
still behind him.
Yeah, the crowd being behind. Oh my gosh!
There you see the power of Jay Cruz.
Wow, that good old-fashioned gut-wrench deadlift suplex from Jay Cruz. And this is why he's your champion. The man just can't be put down.
Only for the count of 2. Hey, what is he doing? Slapping on the face with his, what was that, his gloves?
I think that was his glove that popped out of his pocket, or at least it was Eddie Vice's gloves. I'm not sure which. Oh, it looks like it was Eddie Vice's elbow pad. I think that slipped off.
And Eddie Vice trying to fight back here.
He's trying all right, but Jay Cruz putting Eddie Vice in the corner and showing him that, once again, champions know what it takes to win, and he's going to use every ounce and every inch of that ring.
There you see the body shots, little jabs. It's like he's a punching bag up there.
Got him in the fireman, walking him out of that corner, listening to the ref's advice. Remember, you can keep him in there as long as you want. As long as you break that 5 count. Eddie Vice getting behind him with that short arm into. That's the face melter by Ed Vice. I think he's going for it. Nope.
That was a wisely choice by Jay Cruz going outside the ring. That usually people do not recover from the face melter.
Yeah, when the face melter hits you, that's usually it. But Jay Cruz, once again, the ring veteran, wisely getting out of there, buying space. You can't win the match if you can't pin him on the outside. It's just not possible.
So what happens if the referee gets to the count of 10?
Jay Cruz loses, but he's still the champ. And I think that's what Jay Cruz is going for. He ain't having any of that.
He got one taste of that face melter. Now he wants to leave the building.
And then look at that coward Eddie Vice. Hey, don't put your hands on Jay Cruz like that.
He wants to win the title. You got to get him back inside the ring, and he does.
And then I think that was a good old-fashioned kick to the ropes, just bringing it up in between Eddie Vice's leg there, but
we got a schoolboy roll-up. He has his feet on the ropes. No way.
Tactical advantage. Ref didn't see it. And Jay Cruz, once again, I said it before, I'll say it again. No matter what it is, do what you can to win. And Jay Cruz did what he could to win.
He stole that win.
Oh, that's most mentality of the Californian way right there, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they
from there.
They steal our houses, they steal our jobs, now they're stealing wins out here.
Well, whether you agree with it or not, Jay Cruz is still our Potato Bowl champion, and he earned that victory. While that coward Eddie Vice is going after him, I think he's not done.
Eddie Vice got robbed.
"2020 Wrestle Club opens up the new year with Resolution at Deathproof Coffee this Saturday at 7 p.m. And the heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, finds himself going up against the biggest guy in Wrestle Club, over 6 feet tall, over 325 pounds, and that is the Wolfman, Ric Knight. And I can't find any other better way to open up the new year, because the Serpent has 2020 vision. And it's gonna be survival of the fittest. And if you ain't fit, you're gonna find yourself deep inside that snake pit. 2020, my resolution, my wrestle-lution is no more warning signs. I'm not gonna rattle my tail, I'm just gonna bite. And Ric Knight, I want you to look up in the sky and see that full moon, because it's not going to be full of light. It's going to be full of blood. And that blood will be your very own.
Alrighty, are we going to refresh everybody? That's going to keep you ready for some more action. Alrighty, let's welcome back to the ring, the Flying Fedora!
And ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, we ask that you would scoot and fill any empty spaces between you, because we got a lot more folks coming in. We got a lot more hooping and hollering to do, so let's make some space for that, all right? Our next match is a singles contest, and it is for the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Indonesia, weighing in at 270 pounds. He is one half of the Sons of Ragnarok, Ric Knight.
All right, just like that, we have a heavyweight championship match. And you know it's a heavyweight championship match when you have the referee, Jorge, is going to be officiating this one, and making his way out here is the big bad wolf, the biggest wrestler in Wrestle Club, and that is Ric Knight. He's accompanied by his tag team partner, Brokkr, Balderson. And what is Ric Knight doing?
Well, I mean, he's doing what most wolves generally do. He's sending out the prey, hoping that the bait is taken, and that our current heavyweight champion will take said bait, only for the wolf to strike. I mean, that's just clever tactics. That's Animal Kingdom right there, my friend.
Or is it called hiding in the night?
You know, I'm not at liberty to speculate on that, but it's possible. I don't think it is. I think it's smart. But, we're allowed to have each other's opinions and disagree, though, so.
What is Brokkr talking to the ref about?
I think Brokker's trying to let him know that he's going to be wrestling instead.
I am not sure. We have something going on here in Wrestle Club.
We do. What is happening here?
And introducing the champion from Snake River, Idaho, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is the Wrestle Club heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garibai.
And coming to the ring, the current Idaho Wrestle Club heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garibai, making his way once again to the first episode of the new season. And I don't know if he's known what's going to happen here, but I'm pretty sure Garibai's about to get a pretty rude surprise.
Well, that remains to be seen. But then you see in the background the Wolfman, Ric Knight.
Yep, that's what I was saying right there. He set out the prey for the bait. I'm sorry, he set out the bait for the prey, and then the wolf just striking from the shadows. Animal Kingdom rules, my friend. Animal Kingdom.
And this is not a no disqualification match, so this. Right now, this is, I guess, legal because the bell has not rung yet.
That is correct. As long as the bell doesn't ring, it's all legal. But once that referee rings the bell, you got to watch out if you want that title.
And then I think Lost Soul's already busted open.
I think so, too. Oh, man, that's... I think he got his nose when he dropped him on top of that wooden stage, and that's not a comfortable stage to be dropped on.
Well, you do not want to start a heavyweight championship match with the nose bleeding.
No.
Especially if you're the champion.
Yeah, because that's already going to be hard to begin with. That blood's going to block your ability to breathe, which, yeah, Lost Soul not going to take it sitting down. And you know what? He should. He's the heavyweight champion.
I know, referee, of course, said he wants to continue, but I guess he said yes.
That's a champion right there. Oh, Luthez pressed by Lost Soul. Garibai slugging away on Ric Knight.
Well, he busted his nose, and now he's going to try to bust him open at the clothesline.
Garibai feeding with that European. Yeah, definitely right there. Oh, I felt that one over here, slapping the meaty chest of the wolf.
There's a serpent splash to the corner, Ric Knight feeding in, and here we go.
That belly to back drop down that he does there, belly to front slam, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a waistlock takeover. Usually he hits the trifecta.
Ooh,
Ric Knight blocking that one. It's an air slap.
And that's not surprising though, to be honest with you. If you're talking about the trifecta, these two men are no strangers. They're former tag team partners.
And there's the belly to back, but that only for a 2 count. Things start off pretty quick with the heavyweights and missing that headbutt.
Yeah, Ric Knight going for it, and all he found was ground to eat, and Garibai returning the favor, and all he found was the ground to eat.
And Ric Knight has an opening here. Oh, he didn't miss that one.
A diving headbutt across the broken nose of Garibai too, taking advantage of that.
Very smart by Ric Knight. It looks like he had a game plan coming in, and so far that game plan is working. He's working on the nose right here.
He's just
the nostril.
He's just trying to help him breathe. I mean, again, with the blood's blocking your passages, you need that assistant. Ric Knight is just doing his simple duty.
Help him breathe or help him bleed.
You say potato, I say potato.
Fair enough. He has a sleeper holder right here, now a handful of hair.
Ric Knight quickly taking control of the situation though, and Garibai is going to have his hands full with this big man. Oh, I think that was a knee to the face by Garibai as I was saying that.
Harley Race knee to the gut, and here we go.
That single leg drop kick by Garibai, dropping the big man Ric Knight.
Ooh, big kick out by Ric Knight.
You know, props and credits where it is due. Garibai is definitely holding his own against such a big, mean monster like Ric Knight there. The Wolfman not one to really, I think, oh, did you see that?
Ooh. It was a gut kick followed by a scissor kick, and can he get him up? Belly to back textbook.
Got him up and dropped him down hard. Ric Knight feeling that one.
But no, Ric Knight's still in it. Ric Knight's still in this one. And give Ric Knight credit. I mean, the guy can go for the size.
What is Garibai doing? Referee needs to check Garibai, make sure he's not messing with them turnbuckles.
Went over that top rope, and no.
Ric Knight quickly cutting him off, seeing the situation and taking advantage of it. But that's a smart predatory tactic. Ric Knight, I think, is setting him up for a powerbomb too.
Which way, though? Corner powerbomb off that turnbuckle.
Good old-fashioned buckle bomb by Ric Knight.
Oh, is he biting him?
He's biting the nose, I think. Once again, trying to help him breathe. It's a proper CPR right there.
Well, I guess wolves do bite.
They do. And
Ric Knight.
He's tasting the blood of Garibai. I think he wants that. But he hit him with the pounce as well.
You only a 2 count there. This match has been back and forth.
This has been. This is two men who obviously know, and once again, Ric Knight doing the civil duty of helping Garibai breathe.
And this is very smart by Ric Knight. He had a game plan, and he's following that tactic still, working on that nose of the lost soul.
And now I think he's just picking him up. I think he's trying to put him in the camel clutch, or the Steiner recliner, the other name for it.
He might have a sleeper hold here.
I think you're right. Yeah, it looks like that. Yep, that is a sleeper hold. He's got it cinched in. He's putting all the weight onto him.
The referee might want to check to see if he even has that air in that windpipe.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, Ric Knight may have made a rookie mistake trying to open up the airways of Garibai's nose, because now, giving the option to breathe out his nose instead of putting him to sleep.
Well, so far, the Lost Soul still in this one, has not given up.
Garibai, you can see it there too. Referee Core not checking. Garibai looks like he's actually might be getting choked out.
Well, he definitely is getting choked out the way he's reacting.
Garibai feeding Ric Knight desperation elbows to the gut, getting him off. I think it was actually in his ribs.
We got an opening, misses that clothesline, nobody home.
And he's got all of that. Oh! Front slam by Garibai out of pure desperation. We have a double down, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, again, all that weight's going to take everything out.
Garibai wisely and desperately shoving Ric Knight's back to the ground, but it took everything out of him. You saw it. Garibai bounced off him like a trampoline athlete.
And we're going to count at 7 here, and we got someone up, working the count. Both men taking a lot out of each other. I don't think that's going to work.
I don't think so either. Ric Knight hanging onto that top rope, smartly hanging into the position, and then whipping, counter Irish whip right here.
Oh, Garibai just touched the sky with that sky high.
Yeah, that was a sky high powerbomb. Garibai kicking out 2 and 9s. I think that might have been a 3 count had Ric Knight just got his feet on the shoulder.
And just like that, Garibai's out and down.
Ric Knight desperately needs to get on top of Garibai again. Slap another sleeper hold in. Go for another big move. Put him down. He can secure the championship right now if he does it.
And Ric Knight calling for that choke slam. He's baiting him, taunting him. Telling people to shut up around here.
The one thing you don't ever want to do is you never want to give Garibai that chance to slither away. Garibai is a snake after all, and if you give a snake a chance, they'll shed their skin and come back stronger.
Oh, and now you see the blood just dripping from his nose. Oh, double choke slam?
I think so. It's what it looked like. Garibai's countering Ric Knight's, but nope.
No counter, that choke slam.
And that sling blade bulldog by Garibai wisely breaking the distance between the two.
Counter after counter, match back and forth. Even for a big guy, you got to give Ric Knight credit still in this matchup.
I think Garibai is wisely getting out of the ring too. You know, I'm going to give Garibai credit where credit is due. He knows when to get away. You don't be a champion when you continue to stay and fight a fight that's just impossible.
And it could be a serpent splash, and that's it. There we go.
1, 2, 3. He got it. Yep, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a heavyweight champion, and that is the Lost Soul Garibai.
Blood and all, he still retains here at Resolution. Heavyweight champion retains.
I wonder what.
Is he still hurt?
I think he's still hurt. I think they're calling for a doctor. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go.
The Wrestle Club Heavyweight Champion, the Wrestle
Well, he started the match busted open, but he's going to be leaving still the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, definitely. We got referee Todd Silver coming in, probably to check on him as well. Oh, it looks like he's just kind of fixing up the ring. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Garibai, respectfully and rightfully earning that title and defending it at every chance he gets. You may not like him, or you may love him, but you cannot deny him.
And that's not even our main event.
No, like, what do we got for our main event? Like, that was a semi-main event, I think.
I think we had a few of them.
Lost Soul Garibai. How you doing, man?
James Grimm.
Ben.
Not that bad. 2019 there has been a lot of changes in Wrestle Club. One being Matt being half owner. And as you recall, at Spring Stampede, my partner, Mr. Hickman, lost that out-of-state match.
Yes.
And ever since then, it's been different because me and Mr. Hickman during the summer, during whether it's rain, whether it's snow, I'm always out here. We're always out here practicing. For the very first time, I find myself at practice alone. Speaking of which, you might find yourself in the same situation, as I heard that you have a career versus career match and Patrick Holloway was against it, but Matt signed the match. Are you prepared for this career match?
I am. I am. Because I want to put everything on the line. The Northman, Brokkr Balderson, he called me out. And I knew how to do something. I had to do something quick, and it was a lumberjack match, a career versus career match, all wrapped up into one. I'm willing to put everything on the line. Yes, the odds might be stacked against me.
Well, technically it's a lumberjack match, and you're a man of the forest, a man of the trees, and I kind of feel it's right up your alley.
It is. It is. That's why we're gonna do it. That's why I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm gonna make sure that when I walk away from the ring, my head will be high and my arm will be raised.
But what drove you? Because I was at the Idaho potato drop and I saw the footage. What drove you to put that sort of match on the line, a career versus career? What drove you to that insanity?
It was everything, man. Everything. For this past year, he's injured my knee, gave me a concussion. Yeah. He even gave me a mild concussion at the last one. Everything on the line. And I decided to do something just drastic, and I needed to do it now.
But you understand that in a career match, if you lose this match, you are done. Not only is James Grimm done, but so is the Wrecking Crew. There's no more tag team, and I know from experience, there is no more lost men. I'm out of the tag team title hunt. Completely out because I don't have a tag team partner.
Yeah.
Speaking of tag team partners, how is the Outlaw?
I don't know. I really do not know. I've been trying to call him, texting him. I even tried to actually, just find the usual places, but nowhere.
And the only reason why I ask, because I heard a rumor that he's not even going to be at Resolution.
It's not.
That's just a rumor, but that's what I've been hearing through the grapevine.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. And
you had this career match.
Yeah. I understand. I completely understand. If I lose this match, no more Wrecking Crew, no more Get Wrecked, no more Tree City Giant. I'm willing to put everything on the line for it. I'm willing to do it. I was born in this, to do this, and I'm willing to walk away, whether it be a winner or loser. I'm willing to put everything on the line for this.
I wish you the best of luck, James Grimm. You have any resolutions for this year, 2020?
Yeah, to walk away from the ring a winner. Speaking of which, what's your resolution?
Well, one of them is finding a new roommate, because
Mr. Hickman had to move out of state. You got any leads?
No, I don't. But hey, I can pass the word along if you want. See if help you out, wrench-wise and everything.
Another one would be just to remain champion and come each and every week out here and hit practice, try to get better at what we do. Speaking of which, I think we need to get better.
Yeah.
We got some big matches coming up at Resolution.
For sure.
Let's hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next singles contest is a career versus career match. The loser ends his career. Making his way to the ring first, from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the Tree City Giant, James Grimm!
Alright, it is the main event for episode 1, season 3. We are here at Boise Deathproof Coffee, and unfortunately, this one is going to be a career versus career match. Two big men, but the first big man coming out is the Tree City Giant. That is James Grimm. He says he's going to cut them down.
I gotta give James Grimm a lot of credit. Ever since he's separated from King Marcus Anderson, he has found his way, he has found his purpose. And his purpose is to be a big tree. And here we have him, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd loves him. And honestly, you know what? All around, he's a good guy. I'll give him credit there, G.
And the fans love him for sure. But this has to be a different matchup. Usually when it's a career versus career, you kind of take the tape off the hands and just brawl it out. I mean, both men, I'm sure, do not want to leave Wrestle Club.
Yeah, no, that's the truth of it. And honestly, there's got to be a lot going through his mind for this type of a match. You saw it before. He was asking advice from Garibai. So I'm pretty sure he's got something going on.
From the forges of Niederbayr, weighing in at 18 stone, he is one half of the Sons of Ragnarok, the Northman, Brokkr, Balderson!
And coming to the ring, the other big man of Wrestle Club, Brokkr Balderson, one half of the Sons of Ragnarok. Also understanding that this could very well be his last night in Wrestle Club. Being accompanied by the now beaten Wolfman, Ric Knight.
And here comes the Northman.
That is an intimidating and fearsome presence, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I do not want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I would not want to be part of any career match. He has a hammer and he has the shield. You know what? I'm a Thor fan, but no one carries a hammer like Brokkr Balderson.
That's true. I mean, look at that. That is not like a small hammer. I mean, it's small in size, but in weight, that is not small. I'm pretty sure the thing has got to be close to 40, maybe 50 pounds. And he's just wielding that around like it was just, some toy. Jiminy.
I'm not sure how the mindset is going to be for both of these wrestlers. One of these wrestlers is not coming back. This is going to be someone's last wrestling match.
Yep, definitely. James Grimm getting the crowd behind him, summoning everything he can, knowing very well that this is a match where neither man can afford to lose, and that is a dangerous type of a match to be a part of.
Speaking of dangerous, not only is this a career versus career match, but this is a lumberjack match.
That's right, I forgot all about that. This is going to get really intense very soon.
So if people out there do not know what a lumberjack match is, pretty much you have a bunch of wrestlers on the outside. Typically, when people go on the outside, they usually get beat up.
Usually. And it's there's the thing about a lumberjack match is that there's no friends or foes. Whether you're on the good guy's side or on the bad guy's side, if somebody's dumped outside the ring, you got to start laying in them shots.
And not only that, it forces these two men to not escape. There is no escaping this career versus career match. Somebody is going to leave with the pink slip tonight.
That's right. Brokkr telling everyone and telling Grimm that he is not afraid. Just soaking in that air. Feel the environment and the atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this is how serious it is. You basically have a pack of wolves on the outside waiting for the meat to be thrown to them. It's like the sharks circling the water.
And here we go. Shoulder tackle by James Grimm.
Taking that three-quarter stance, quickly knocking the Brokkr down there, and doing it again, too. And, like, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You can be two big men, but the size advantage still goes to Grimm. He still has that height.
And he has him real high there. The Northman just hit south.
Yeah, he did with that big old body slam from the Tree City, dropping him from the highest branches of his forest.
And Tree City Giant might be cutting him down because he did not go for a pin there.
I would agree with you on that. Kind of a rookie mistake. But at the same time, too, maybe not. Maybe just a sign of respect, trying to show Brokkr that he's not afraid of the Northman.
And Northman Brokkr calling for maybe a knuckle tie-up here?
Yeah, look at that. Knuckle tie-up calling for it. Again, I don't know if it's a wise idea. Again, James Grimm. Quickly feeding him a shot to the face, but
Joe, he blocked it.
He did.
Now we have the bridge here. Obviously, James Grimm, the bigger man.
And that's what I'm talking about right there, your size advantage. You may be you might be a burly built man, but don't matter too much if you kick a man in his gut.
No point intended, but he's going to have to cut down James Grimm.
Yeah. James Grimm, however, quickly stopping it and going for an inverted atomic drop on Brokkr. And honestly, in a match like this, that's kind of legal.
Well, that's going to take anybody down, no matter what size you are.
Yeah, referee Todd Silver, our veteran referee, just watching this, making sure that the wolves on the outside aren't slipping in, trying to get a hold of the meat.
Oh, now he sent his own message of his pair.
I mean,
eye for an eye?
Eye for an eye, and a low blow for a low blow.
I guess so. Hey, let's call it even. And right now, big blocks on the back of James Grimm.
It's like a game of ping pong where two paddles just smack the ball. In any case, so moving on with our lives here. Brokkr choking James Grimm in the corner. Again, referee calling the count there, but honestly, kind of unnecessary in a match like this.
Ooh, that's unnecessary.
I think that was more necessary. He's got to chop the tree down. How do you do it? Hit him some good old knife hand chops.
Yeah, but he licked his hand right before he chopped him.
Oh, I mean,
double chop.
You really want to make sure that you're felt. You want to make sure that it's there, and Brokkr is doing that. But I think James Grimm is about to turn in kind. And he is.
Here we go, another eye for an eye play.
Two big burly men beating each other. Just what can you do with that? James Grimm, another big chop. I think.
Oh, and he might be hooking him.
Yeah, he's giving him the big old meat hooks right into the corner, trying to chop him down. We're at the 5. Oh, sorry, the crowd says 7. We're going off the crowd.
Oh, and he got hooked.
He did. James Grimm nailed him with all 10 shots, and they put him back in the corner. I think he's going for more.
Oh, he has him set up on that top rope. This cannot end well.
Where are we going from here? I'm surprised that they have not utilized the men on the outside yet either. Like, if it was just me, I'd be throwing Brokkr out. I'd be throwing Grimm out. It doesn't matter.
Oh, big power shoulder slam.
Yeah, that was almost akin to Emerald Fusion, which is a famous way to put away people from the Great Hayabusa.
And that was only for the count of 2. First pinfall here. But both men have been beaten up pretty good.
They have been. Again, like you see the wolves on the outside, even though they're chanting,
oh, who does that?
A smart man does that. That's who does that. And Brokkr, speaking of which, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting on the outside.
That's going to stop anybody in their tracks.
And Marcus reminding Grimm that he's there. Marcus gets chopped. Now, there we go.
Oh, he's getting lumberjacked right now.
That's what I was expecting.
And I think the lumberjacks are fighting each other on the outside too.
They want him. Oh, hard.
Brad Zane sending him to the post there.
Brad Zane, no stranger to throwing people into the metal things, that's for sure. And they threw him back in, feeding him back to Brokkr, and I'm sure that has to be the game changer right there.
Yeah, that's going to give Brokkr the advantage here, and James Grimm might be going home out of Wrestle Club after that one.
Brokkr feeding him with that very, keep in mind, folks, Brokkr's a Viking. That is not just a soft headbutt. That is pure thickness.
He used to say he had the hardest head in the business, and I bet you he still does.
Oh, I guarantee he does. I'm sure. Look at that. You can see the stars floating around James Grimm's head there, G.
Yes, the head is still. And he might be going right back to that leg.
Ooh, hit him with a knee DT. Brokkr dropping it, showing Grimm that now it's time for him to be chopped down.
Very smart maneuver by Brokkr Balderson, and he goes right back to that open target.
He's going for it again. A second knee DT. And yeah, they are definitely out there. You can see it here too.
Looks like Brokkr has a game plan. Hey, if you can't walk, you can't really do much. And talking to Ric Knight there,
I think he knows what's. I think we're about to see him go back outside. Ladies and gentlemen, Grimm might be going for another ride.
and I think that was the case. I saw him talk to Ric Knight. He's probably saying, "Hey, I'll feed you to him."
Well, and there they are again. Marcus, Brad Zane, like Ric Knight. They're just
everybody on Ric Knight.
Everyone just wants a piece of James Grimm.
No one is not leaving him alone.
I did not think James Grimm had such a hatred built for him.
They're still going at it.
He's trying to fight back, but everyone's just feeding him everything. What is Brokkr doing? Brad Zane sees it. He's just saying, "Ooh, he's saying
Brokkr off that top rope. Everybody down.
Wisely using the advantage out there. Although now Brokkr can also be jumped too, because
everybody's down. I don't think there's anybody to jump in.
You see the disrespect by Damian Black just walking over James Grimm like that? Oh, there we go.
I guess Damian Black is not biased.
Well, keep in mind, Project Mayhem don't care for anyone. If it ain't Project Mayhem, they don't want to deal with it. They're just gonna fight whoever. And then both men shed back into the ring. Brokkr wisely, honestly, taking out most of the fight of everyone, which is kind of surprising.
I think James Grimm got the hardest one in that fall.
I think so too. I think the headbutt of Brokkr still got him.
And right now, Brokkr Balderson might be in control. Has some strikes to the back, and could he get the big man up?
I think so. Maybe. It's hard to say. Here we go.
Maybe he does deadlifts.
James Grimm fighting him off.
And he might be going for the power up.
He's calling for the strength of Odin to help him up, and he got him. Oh man, you saw it too. That just shook the stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but Todd Silver also getting knocked off his feet from that. That's how hard of a suplex that was.
That was almost a 4 on the Richter scale.
What is going on here? Why do we have a shield being moved?
Now I believe Idaho does have earthquakes.
I think so as well.
Right now, James Grimm is in a bad position here.
Brokkr wisely going back to the knee of James Grimm too.
Ooh.
And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Brokkr is such a veteran in the ring.
He just kicked the kneecap.
He did.
Brokkr might be going for that top rope hammer of the gods.
If he hits that, that's it. He's sending James Grimm home with a pink slip.
He's on that top rope here. He might be calling for it. James Grimm is on his feet.
Brokkr.
What is Brokkr going to do? Oh my gosh.
A top rope sunset flip. I don't think James Grimm was prepared for that, but he still had the wherewithal to kick out, surprisingly.
I wasn't even prepared to see that.
I wasn't prepared to see that.
That was pulling one straight from the bottom of your heart.
Right.
Good move by Brokkr Balderson, but did not get that 3 count.
It wasn't enough to get the 3 count. Couldn't get any weight on the shoulder, so James Grimm just rolling over out of that. Brokkr pulling the... Ow! You don't pull a man's beard. That's mean.
I think you say, let's bring it. And that's, you don't want to wake up James Grimm. Oh, double clothesline.
I woke up James Grimm long enough to just knock down James Grimm. Both men sleeping on the job. This is why they're going to get laid off. This is why the career match is happening. They're sleeping on the job.
I thought you were allowed to get a 15-minute break. I thought that's state policy.
That's only after working for 2 hours at a time, which right now they're only 15 minutes into the match. They got another, if I do the math, another hour and 45 minutes to go, G.
Well, I guess they have no rest for the wicked. And now we have a slight cover. Ooh, 2.5. Both men are exhausted, out of breath.
Brokkr had the wherewithal to know that he needed to go from a double down to a pin. He could have taken it right there had he got it over sooner.
These men are going into overtime, even though they're not going to catch a break, so to speak.
What is going on over there?
Oh, yeah. Got something in his hand? I'm not sure.
I think he was setting up the hammer. That's what I think. James Grimm about to go outside the ring again.
Oh, no, he's setting up a shield.
Oh! I've seen weapons used many a times, but I don't think I've ever seen a shield bashed into someone's head like that.
I've never seen a shield in the ring.
First for everything, once again, in Idaho Wrestle Club, but first for everything, ladies and gentlemen. And Brokkr is taking advantage of that. He's got the hammer, but I think Grimm's got the shield. Grimm does. And the distraction by Ric Knight.
If he hits him with that hammer, it's going to be lights out.
Ooh,
He blocked it with the shield.
And so you see right there, Brokkr's trying to slam that shield down onto Grimm, hit him with that hammer. Grimm quickly stopping that go in.
Oh no, Widowmaker.
There it is. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Oh, that means that Balderson is going home with the pink slip. He has been eliminated from Idaho Wrestle Club, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, in the career versus career match, there's never an actual winner.
No. One goes home and one goes home and knows he has a job for the next day, and the other one just goes home. But no one feels like a winner at the end of all that.
Despite all that, I mean, still, what a main event. What a way to kick off Season 3, Episode 1 in a career versus career match.
I mean, honestly, James Grimm got the victory, and you can see it, the tears are in his eyes. But I don't think James Grimm understands he had to do what he had to do. Or maybe he does understand, and that makes it harder. I don't know. I'm not a person who really understands emotions these days.
Well, I think it has to do with respect. I'm pretty sure he respected Brokkr Balderson ever since he was Bryce Bennett, and then he transformed, evolutionized to Brokkr Balderson, became the Northman of Wrestle Club, and now, unfortunately, he's going to have to take those final steps to that dressing room and realize he is not coming back.
Yeah, that is correct. You have to honor the rights of a career match, ladies and gentlemen, and when it is that situation where both men have to put it on the line, James Grimm showing the respect for Brokkr, and Brokkr accepting it, which is great. You know, that's a great note to end on right there. Even if it's a sad note, it's still a good note.
Well, Wrestle Club is all about emotion. No matter what match it may be, all the wrestlers bring that emotion out in everybody here, and it shows with the fans here saying, thank you, Brokkr.
Don't matter if you're the good guy or the bad guy. If you give it to the fans will show you the love. And here the fans are showing Brokkr the love as we see him one final time in Idaho Wrestle Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you all.
And what a way to start and wrap things up for Season 3.